Hey Kenneth, how are you doing? I was just trying to re-land the aircraft from earlier because I had a hard set down and I was rushing to put the aircraft down and I wanted to have it go back at it. I was dealing with kid work and some other things at the same time, so I wasn't too happy with my landing there. And I wanted to go ahead and try it again. Come on. Clear that out. Where am I at? Let's see. MYNN. Approach RNAV 32. So we're going towards Dilpay. Direct. Activate. And let's unpause now. Which aircraft are you flying? I am flying the, what is it called? The Piper Archer 3 from V-Flight Air. We get on the correct glide slope path, and then I'll take over manual from there. So gear down, full rich, propeller full condition, landing lights on. Oh yeah, I fly quite a bit of big ones. It's always nice to step back into the general aviation to brush up on the smaller aircraft. I like flying the general aviation. They're pretty fun to me. And with that being said, I landed a little rough earlier today. And are you using wide cam today? I just got a regular Logitech camera. It just positioned a little bit further back. So I just wanted to have another crack at this landing. I started 10 miles back and I wasn't too happy with it earlier from my latest video from earlier today. You guys can watch the replay of that landing. It was crap. I was rushing to put it on the ground because I had to get back to doing other things. But with that said, we do have the runway in sight. How much is your setup, if you don't mind me asking? Which part of it? You gotta be a little more specific, because I do have a lot of things.
Autopilot disconnect.
I don't like how low that was bringing me in. I'm not sure why that did that. We're definitely too low for that landing right there. Wasn't paying attention to the glide slope indicator. Alright, I'm getting back on track now. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. So the controls, the throttle system I got is the Thrustmaster T16000. The yoke I'm using for any yoke aircraft is the Honeycomb Alpha. Very well known for general aviation and commercial. And then as of right now for a joystick, I'm using the Thrustmaster 1600. Alright, so let's bring back speed some more, and we'll put flaps down to full position without trying to get too slow. We'll get back on track here. And then once I land this one, I'll get back on VATSIM and start talking to ATC if they're back in this area or not. Because I think I'm going to fly from Nassau up to Freeport, because I haven't been there in a while. And then for the rudders, I actually have the Thrustmaster 1600 for the rudders as well. So I got it all as a package deal pretty much for about, I think it was 120 bucks. Rudders, joystick, and throttle. The only caveat to the throttle system is it's not ambidextrous. It's made for the left hand, such as like fighter jets. I don't know why this aircraft tries to float from side to side when you land it. I have noticed that. That it, as soon as you touch down, it just wants to sway left and right. Alright, so we'll go to the general aviation real quick, and we'll schedule a VFR flight up to Nassau. I just gotta get some more gas because we are halfway on the tanks. Alright, landing lights can come off. Let's clear the runway. Honestly can't remember where the general aviation is on this airport. I know it was at the end of it. Let's go ahead and stop right here. Airport info. I know it's at the bottom of the runway. Oh, yeah, it's right here. So I was close to it, I just couldn't remember exactly how close. think I've got to do something about the sensitivity, because it's definitely sensitive when you put it back on the ground as you're landing. I don't know if that's just how real pipers are or not. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead, refuel real quick. We'll show you a couple options here. Cargo door, wheel chocks can come out. So I don't know if the nose wheel actually steers in the real plane or not, but there is an option, I guess, to turn it on in this. Maybe it's done by braking. Alright, so let's go ahead and check our weight and balance. We'll go ahead and refill the tanks. So from Key West up to Miami and then Miami up to Nassau, it looks like we burned about 20 gallons of gas. Let's see, 26 gallons of gas is what we burned. Alright, let's see if we can connect to anything on VATSIM real quick. Jacob, thanks for the like. Stephanie, thanks for the like. Welcome back. Rail, thanks for the like. Welcome. Zachary, thanks, buddy. Glad to see you joining the channel. Alright, let's go ahead and get some avionics back on. Tower, okay. Let's go ahead and get some ADIS information.
7 land and hold short operations are in effect. Landing runway 9er, expect to hold short runway 14. 400 feet available. All departures contact clearance delivery prior to taxi. All VFR traffic contact Nassau Control 25 nm prior, expect vectors for sequencing. Advise on initial contact. You have information Golf.
Golf. Okay.
Nassau Adas information Golf 1800 Zulu. 1340 at 12. Visibility 9999. Few clouds at 3000. 20,000 scattered. Temperature 29er. 2.20. Altimeter 29998. Arrivals expect visual approach runway 32. Visual approach runway 27 land and hold short operations are in effect. Landing runway 9er, expect to hold short runway 14. 400 feet available. All departures contact clearance delivery prior to taxi. All VFR traffic contact Nassau Control 25 nm prior, expect vectors for sequencing. Advise on initial contact.
Okay.
You have information Golf.
So good on that one. Let's see if we still have the 25.7 is center. We need to go over to tower. 119 500 is tower today. Alright, let's go ahead and look up some information for Freeport. Let's see. So Nassau, Freeport International is MYGF. Flight plan, let's clear this out. GF. Grand Bahamas International. That's where we're going to be heading to. Alright, so we got fuel back in. Let's go ahead and close this up. Latch that up. Lights can go off. We need to shut that cargo door. Wheel chocks come out. Cargo door can go back to shut. Let's use the Aspen. I don't know why it didn't work before. Maybe it takes a second to load. Let's see. And let's go ahead and get this aircraft fired up. Add a little bit of fuel pressure. There we go. Alright, what is happening to this navigation? Does not want to work. Okay, let's contact Tower. Tower, this is November 1221 requesting VFR clearance to the north. We have information Gulf. Two 9er 9er 8s. Tower is 119. Tower, November 1221, how do you read me?
Aircraft calling now, so talk to you again.
I was just seeing how you read me.
5x5.
Thank you very much. This is November 1221 requesting VFR clearance to depart to the north.
Number 1221, where you trying to go? What airport you trying to head to? And then,
Freeport.
okay, clearance and request now, right?
Sing, how are you doing?
One two two one. What altitude?
We're going to cruise about 2,000 feet.
Sea type aircraft. Number 1221.
Piper 3 with GPS.
You're a Piper 3.
Or Piper Arrow 3.
Piper 1221, squawk 4604.
4604.
Piper 1221, information, Gulf is current, expect 32 for departure, advise ready to taxi.
Expect 23 for departure, Golf is current, altimeter 299er8, call for taxi. November 1221. Let's see, okay, so that is on, and we are good to go. We can turn fuel pump back off.
NASA Tower, it's November 7 Public Golf Foxtrot. Currently General Aviation 10, have information Gulf. Can you pull up my IFR clearance to MYBS, please?
Number 7, Papa Golf Foxtrot, Nassau Tower, you're cleared to the Bimini Airport via radar vectors to radar vectors to Ray J. Kindly maintain 4,000, expect 8,100 minutes after departure. Departures Nassau Center 1257, squawk 4605.
Clear to Bimini via radar vectors to Ray J. Expect 4,000, 8,000 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 4606, Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Squawk 4605, Papa Golf Foxtrot.
4605, my bad. Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Papa Golf Foxtrot, you back correct. Push and start your discretion. Runway 32, advise ready to taxi, information Gulf current.
We'll advise Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Tower, this is November 1221, ready for taxi.
Number 1221, runway 32, taxi via hotel.
Taxi via hotel to 32, November 1221. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring up my information. Okay, so I do think the real Piper does not have actual turning, and you need to use the brakes to turn the airplane. Alright, so that's good to know. Hello, hello, Gabriel. So when I control the nose gear, it's a
NASA
little
Tower,
more
Papa
stable.
Golf Foxtrot, ready to taxi.
Papa Golf Foxtrot, runway 32, taxi via hotel, hold short 32.
Let's see.
Taxi to 32 via hotel, hold short 32, Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Alright. All lights are on. Who is talking behind Tower Station? We are at Linden International in Nassau, Bahamas, so it's the tower through VATSIM. Tower November 1221 holding short at 32.
Piper 1221, Nassau Tower, winds 36011, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff November 1221. Alright, gear up. Apparently the flaps put a pretty good amount of downforce on since we're so light, and maybe that's why I'm skipping across the runway. Alright, so let's go ahead and put flaps up, gain some more speed. We're getting blown around just a bit.
Number 1221, contact Nassau Center 125.7, have a safe run.
Hey, thanks for the service, contacting center. November 1221.
See ya.
Center, this is November 1221 with you from the, well, just departing Linden International, heading up to Freeport International.
Number 1221, Nassau Center, roger, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR up to Freeport. November 1221. How do I set my altimeter for this? Alright, so leveling off, heading up to Freeport. Yeah, no problem. If you have any more questions, just let me know. That is why I'm here, to answer questions. Any of those who may be interested in virtual flying, I have some knowledge about it, not all of it. And taxi and landing lights can come off now. Getting up to our cruising speed. Right now we're at 130 knots ground speed. Salmon, thanks for the like, welcome back. Paul, thanks for the like, welcome back. Gabriel, thanks for the like. Nikita, thanks for the like. Singh, thanks for the like. So just flying up the, we're flying a northwesterly direction up to Freeport, another island in the Bahamas. Is this a simulator? So the ATC that you're hearing in the background, it is a program called VATSIM. It is free. All you got to do is just register online, place either Squawk Box or XPilot as a plug-in to X-Plane, and that connects you to the radio source. The ATC is actually, some of them are real ATC in real life, real pilots. So
Foxtrot. Connecting radar vectors to Pele.
They try to make it as realistic as possible. They don't like people playing around on it.
Direct AJ, climb and maintain 8,000.
But it's really not that hard to add.
Direct AJ, climb maintaining 8,000.
The hardest part is just waiting for your account to be created in VATSIM, because they verify who you are. Because if you mess around and if you don't take it somewhat seriously, they will kick you off of it. Because pilots and real life ATC jump on here to do training. Is that a simulator? It's called X-Plane 11. It's probably, they do use it as a simulator for certain contracts that X-Plane has. The FAA does recognize it as a training simulator if the place that is actually training with it is registered and has all their stuff set up, so that way they can be registered as a simulator. Because part of a general aviation pilot, you are able to get simulation hours in lieu of real flight hours. You just can't do the entire training as simulation. Shane, thanks for the like, welcome back. So we're just doing some more general aviation up to Freeport. Let's bring up the map here. So we just left NYNN. Let's see. See if we can get some ATIS information. AWAS. We don't have any ATIS information yet. But according to my weather charts, we're looking at 3002 for the altimeter, so that's not too far off of where we're at now. And 010, winds are 15 knots at directional 010. And I'm gonna say that we might be landing on 06. Or no, yeah, we're probably landing 06. So in real life, this is somewhat optimal VFR flight, but they liked it to be a clear, sky as much as possible. Well, I'm glad you like that, Sing. I'll try to help out anybody who joins. So I'm still trying to learn this navigation device. It is a device from the ages ago that was very popular. I'm not sure what this is supposed to represent. The numbers. We are flying the Piper Archer 3. I'm having a little bit of an issue with it floating down the runway when you're trying to land. So I may try to do this next landing with less flaps and see what happens. So the flaps are this handle right here. And we still got about 91 miles to the airport. Center, this is November 1221. Am I expecting runway 06 at Freeport? Stefan Zaya, thanks for the like. The other individual, thanks for the like. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Melissa, thanks for the like. Welcome.
Nassau Tower. It's November 7 Papa Golf Foxtrot. I'm having rendering issues in the clouds. Can I request a lower altitude such as like 4,000?
I think he may have stepped away.
Nassau Tower, could I have a lower altitude? I'm having rendering issues up in the clouds. Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Papa Golf Foxtrot, say your request.
Could I get lower altitude such as 4,000 feet? Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Papa Golf Foxtrot, Roger. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000 Papa Golf Foxtrot.
I do not have the Antonov cargo airplane. Unfortunately, I do not. Center, am I expecting 06 for runway at Freeport? November 1221?
Would have expect runway 6.
Roger that. Anyways, welcome to the channel. If you're just now joining, we are just doing some VFR flying around general aviation. Got some out of the way earlier today, was busy, kind of had a crappy landing, so I redid the landing at that same airport before we started on this one. And we're just flying from Nassau up to Freeport, and then I might fly over to Opelika. Apparently it's a pretty cloudy day in the Bahamas right now. I'm not sure what this number is. I'm trying to figure it out. 290 kilometers maybe? No, it can't be that. Do you need Copilot? Haha, just kidding. So I do have Copilot plugin. It just depends. You have to have the same aircraft, same sceneries. Everything pretty much has to be the same. So this is supposed to be mimicking real life weather. In order to fly online and utilize ATC, they expect everybody to use real world weather, so that way everybody's on the same page. Nassau Center, November 1221, requesting flight following to Freeport.
November 1221, say last transition one more time, please.
Request VFR flight following to Freeport.
November 1221, affirmative, just maintain VFR 2500, you got flight following me.
Thank you, 2000, maintain VFR. November 1221. So the reason I requested flight following, as you can see, it looks like the weather conditions are deteriorating a little bit, and visibility is dying out. I can still see some islands below, but my worry is I won't be able to see any other aircraft in case they're in my airspace. So that's why I requested flight following.
NASA Tower. Remember some Papa Go Fox. Can I leave the flight deck for like 3 minutes? I need to go do something real quick.
Sure, just have a minute to back.
705. What you clearing for about?
Western 705, Nassau Center, radar contact. Right turn on course, climb and maintain 9,000.
Right turn on course, climb and maintain 9,000 west 7.
So November 1221 is the call sign of my airplane, and that is what I respond to ATC with. It's normally a unique name that you pick, and according to which country you're in, there's a specific way that they want you to
Back in the flight
list
deck, Papa Golf Foxtrot.
their your call signs, and that's just very easy for me. So whatever country I go to, whatever airlines I fly, I always add that 4 numbers at the end to it, so that way, you know, if anybody wants to follow me online and watch my flight live, they can find me very easily.
Bravo Golf Foxtrot, calling Nassau, say again.
I'm back in the flight deck, Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Bravo Golf Foxtrot, roger.
Good afternoon, Nassau Center. This is Speedbird Concord 253 with you, flight level 470.
River Concord 253, Nassau Center, squawk 4622.
I can't get over people flying Concords in this.
Squawk 4632, Speedbird Concord 253.
He is up there too, 47,000 feet. Eric Sick, thanks for the like, welcome back. Chang, thanks for the like, welcome back.
Nassau Center, could you say again squawk for Speedbird Concord 253?
Speedbird Concord 253, squawk 4622.
Squawking 4600, Speedbird Concord 253.
Next search 4622.
Squawk 4622, Speedbird 253.
I should modify that face and put mine on it. I think that'd freak out some people.
November 7, Papa Golf Foxtrot, report Bimini inside or IFR cancellation this frequency.
We'll report inside Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Spirit 253 Mike Heavy. Correction, Spirit 253 Heavy, radar contact 113 miles northwest of the Governor's Harbor Airport, flight level 450. Descend to process discretion, maintain 2000, NASA altimeter 29907.
So how's everybody doing? Thank you for everybody joining this evening. Glad you're liking the show. Thanks for joining. Doing some more VFR from Nassau up to Freeport, and then probably gonna head back over to Opa-locka.
Nassau Tower, do you know the winds at MYBS, or the active runways? Papa Golf Foxtrot.
No, I don't. I know the closest one is Fort Lauderdale, the wind 07012, and Fort Lauderdale to Miami with 30010, Freeport wind 34015.
Really? I don't see you.
Winds copy Papa Golf Foxtrot.
I'm just kidding. So they did a really good level of detail on the wear and tear of this aircraft being so old. Looks like current flight hours are 1,553 hours. And that's on the frame. I don't know about the engine.
Bimini in sight, Papa Golf Foxtrot.
Papa Golf Foxtrot, roger. Cleared visual approach into Bimini and report IFR cancellation on this approach. Frequency change approved today.
Malik, thanks for the
IFR
follow.
canceled,
Welcome.
Papa Golf Foxtrot. Cleared visual.
Yes, by the way, let me know if the music is too loud. Let's see. How do we turn on some nav lights? Strobe. Looks like we got about 47 more miles to go. Nassau Center, November 1221. Hey, I'm flying in towards the Nodge GPS 06 arrival.
November 1221, Roger.
Or the node, I mean, November 1221.
Yeah, that's no problem. Just continue.
Yeah, so this is not ideal VFR. I do have flight following on right now, so I do have ATC with me in case anything does change. So we got about another 43 miles before we hit our first descent point. According to our flight charts, when we hit Curex, we need to be at 2,000, which we're already there at 2,000. And then Jipka, we're going to go down to 1,600. And then we have a decision height of, looks like 413 today. Let's go ahead, put on pitot heat is on. Engine tip still looks good. So I found out with the flaps all the way up that this aircraft likes to float a lot when you touch down initially. So I'm going to try and use less flaps and see what that does for me. Because it definitely wants to either like, it kind of feels like it either wants to spin you around left or right. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Piper Archer 3. Let me know. So I have done training before, and I'm planning on doing it starting in the future again.
JetBlue 2794 passing 2,000 for 4,000 Romantic.
JetBlue 2794 Nassau Center, hello, climb and maintain 16,000, proceed on course.
60,000 pursuit on Corsair, that's 27 on the
Let's check out where we are. So here's the airfield. We're going to come in on 06. We're taking the GPS arrival in to 06. Since we're not completely in IMC conditions, but I'd just rather take the GPS in. Let's check out the map. So we're going over to Freeport right here. Bethel, thanks for the follow. Niraz, thanks for the follow. Mohammed, thanks for the follow. Everybody, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you're joining me again. Looks like altimeter is 3002, so let's go ahead and adjust that. That's barometric pressure, if you're wondering. Airport elevation is 4 feet. Benjamin, thanks for the follow. Saad, thanks for the follow. If you're just now joining, this is X-Plane. We are in the Piper 3 Arrow, or Piper Arrow 3. VFR flight, well, not so much of a VFR flight anymore, but flying from Nassau up to Freeport. Appreciate everybody joining me, following the page, liking the video. Lets me know you guys actually like my content. I'll be live again tonight at 8:30 p.m. More of an airline flight, so make sure to catch that by clicking that follow button. That way you know when I go live. Daniel, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Speedbird 253, are you able the RNAV GPS runway 32 approach?
I can do the runway 32 approach, Speedbird 253. I'm not familiar with the RNAV approach.
Speedbird 253, roger. Expect the vectors visual approach runway 32.
Expect vectors visual approach runway 32. Speedbird 253.
See, I thought Concords had the older
JetBlue
navigation.
2794, clear direct Bimini, Zulu Bravo Victor.
Direct Bimini, Zulu 27 on the
NASA Center, this is American 2720. Radio check.
American 2720, read 5-5. If you're on the ground at NASA, contact the tower 119.5.
Contact tower 119.5, American 2720.
Speedbird Concorde 253, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Speedbird Concorde 253.
Western 705, departing airspace radar services. Terminated, frequency change approved. Good day.
Roger, Western 705.
Abraham, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I've watched, I believe if you're the streamer, I've watched a couple of your videos.
Speedbird 253, turn left heading 230.
Turn left heading 230. Speedbird 253.
Angel, thanks. Welcome back. Yeah, it does. It's actually nice for a change not having to move so fast though. We do have a pretty good headwind though, so. Probably need to switch to the right tank. Thank you, thank you. Good flight as always. Hopefully I can land it like I want to. Had a little issue this morning landing the last VFR flight in this bird. I had flaps all the way down, but when I touched down, it literally wanted to spin down or spin around either left or right. It felt like I had no rear landing gear. So.
Nassau Center, I have altimeter at 29er and 907 from Information Golf, Speedbird 253, is that correct?
Speedbird 253, affirmative, that's correct.
Looks like we'll be at our first waypoint for the approach in 20 miles. That's got to be interesting. A Concorde landing in Nassau, Bahamas. I wish I could watch that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our flight charts here. So this is the plane, here's the first waypoint. And then we're going to take a right at Curex and then head straight in for 06, the RNAV. This is what the airport looks like.
Concorde 253, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 2,000.
Field elevation is 4 feet.
Turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 2,000, Speedbird Concorde 253.
Nicolo, thanks for the comment. It is nice.
Nassau Center, good day. WestJet 2754 with you at flight level 380.
WestJet 2754, Nassau Center, reset transponder, squawk 4623.
Vincent, welcome back. Thanks for the light.
Nassau Center,
4623 for
Cheyenne,
WestJet
5 uniform with
2754.
you, climbing 4,000.
Cheyenne 5 uniform at Nassau Center, climb and maintain flight level 270. Your radar contact, proceed on course.
Climb, maintain 270, proceed on course.
Landing speeds for Archer 3 Piper. Okay, max structural cruising speed 121. Stall speed for this aircraft is 45 knots. So
Zebra 253, Mike, the field off to your 2 o'clock and 14 miles, report the airport in sight.
It is off to my right, 14 miles, report field in sight, Speedbird Concord 253.
WestJet 2754, radar contact, 55 miles north of the Treasure Key Airport, flight level 380, descend across Hanks at a maintain 12,000, Nassau altimeter 2997.
Just want to maintain 2000 over Hanks, altimeter 2997, WestJet 2754.
Zebra 253, descend and maintain 1,500.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Speedbird 253.
I wish I could watch that landing of a Concorde at Nassau.
JetBlue 2794 request this time.
JetBlue 2794, cross decal at 6,000. The Fort Lauderdale altimeter 2999er.
2349 across decal at 6,000.
Niccolo, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Nassau Center, I still don't see the field. Request vectors 4 north for Speedbird 253.
Zebra 253, turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, Speedbird 253.
Kurum, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. In case you guys weren't listening before, but there's a Concorde landing at Nassau, the airport we just left. I would love to be there just to see that. I didn't think the airport was big enough to support that type of aircraft.
Nassau Center, I have this field in sight, Speedbird Concord 253.
Speedbird Concord 253, roger, cleared visual approach, runway 32, contact tower, Roma 9.5, good day.
Cleared visual approach, runway 32, contact tower. Thanks very much, Speedbird 253.
Alright, so we're almost to our first waypoint of our descent. 3.7 miles. We're extremely close to the airport.
JetBlue 2794, contact Miami approach 124.85, good day.
24.5, sir.
My cruising speed right now is 123 knots ground speed. This is my my current airspeed says 153, but I think I'm in a pretty good headwind. Alright, we can go ahead and turn on landing lights. We are in our arrival waypoint.
November 1221, airport off your right wing and 12 miles, report airport in sight.
Report airport in sight, November 1221.
November 1221, turn right heading 050.
Turn right heading 050. Let's see. Oh, he's got me way off course. So you just told me turn 050. I mean, that's going right to the point, but that's just not what I expected. I expected to come a little more straight in than that, but it's fine. Alright, I'll go ahead and
Autopilot disconnect.
Nassau Center, am I starting my descent November 1221?
November 1221, do you have the airport in sight?
I have airport in sight.
November 1221, cleared visual approach.
Cleared visual approach November 1221. Alright, landing gear down, and we'll pull back. We'll go flaps 1. Alright, landing gear is down, lights are on, flaps are set, and we are descending down. I do think that he could have probably vectored me a little bit better. So this is going to be kind of like a turning rotate in. Ooh.
WestJet 2754, expect the RNAV GPS runway 32 approach.
We'll expect the RNAV GPS 32 approach, WestJet 2754.
And WestJet 2754, when able, proceed direct to Zuten, Zulu, Uniform, Tango, Uniform, November.
We'll proceed direct Zuten, WestJet 2754.
Hey, what's going on? That was a crazy wind. That's side wind. I'd have to estimate that probably 10 to well, 10 to 20 knots. That plane did not want to land right. Let's check this out. I want to see what the weather is. 16 knots, 15 knots from the side. Man, I thought I wasn't going to land there. I was trying to get it more to the center line, but I just could not get it over. Let's check that out. Always improving.
Welcome to Freeport Taxi to Parking to your discretion. Have a good day.
Thank you very much for this service. Have a good day as well. Alright, so let's go ahead, pull the brakes here. Let's take a look at that. Could have been worse. I couldn't get it lined up on the center, but I got it down on the ground, so. See me struggling here to get it to the center line. I just could not get it to where I wanted to get it. Just crab walking in, trying to get a good feel to make sure I was actually going to land on the runway. And here we go. Why is it zooming in so much? Like, my God, what is going on? Yeah, go ahead, offer suggestion. Why does it keep zooming in like that? I don't understand why it's doing that. So I'm just learning the Piper Aero 3. This is like my third flight with it, so excuse the rustiness. For most of my VFR, I've been flying the 172. I kind of wish they would have landed me on a different runway now that I'm looking at the wind indications. Okay, so before we see if I have a bit of experience here, I actually got on the stream as you were. Yeah, so I was only vectoring towards the runway because the center ATC actually was trying to vector me in, and then he said, you know, clear for visual approach. I tried to get as a line onto the runway as I could. Maybe I could have requested, you know, to vector around a little bit more, but I do agree I could do that a little bit better. Yeah, I was trying to do the opposite rudder, right, what is it? Left aileron down, right rudder. But I'm not that familiar with this Aero 3, so I'm still learning how it controls itself in the wind conditions that we're presenting it. Overall, I do appreciate the info though. See, I was following the GPS center line in, and then for some reason ATC told me to make a hitting of something that wasn't even on line with the runway, because I did want to come in center line. I don't know. I'll say half pilot error, half guidance from ATC. Should have been a little bit better when he was vectoring me, especially since I already had the GPS coordinates in for the GPS arrival. I don't know. I'm only learning though. So anyways, Marty, thanks for the words of wisdom. Catch me on my next flight. Love to talk to you some more. I fly again tonight around 9 or 8:30 Eastern Standard. Let me know if you want to get together so you can offer some more wisdom or not. Anyways, everybody else, thanks for stopping by, enjoying the small flight here, and catch me later tonight. Make sure to like and follow the stream, that way you know when I go live next. Alright.